Greetings, entrepreneurs. I want to say Happy New Year, and I want to welcome you to my first video of the new year. And this is helping you with your quarter 1 goal planning, putting goals and systems in place. So this way you can crush your 2021. So let's get started. So in order to reach a goal, you have to have a goal. So this is the acronym SMART goals. And it means that your goal has to be specific, it has to be measurable, it has to be attainable, and it has to be relevant, and it has to be timely. Specific meaning it has to be a specific goal. It has to be a clear goal that you know that you've identified that you need to reach within your business. It has to be measurable, meaning the goal has some type of measurement system in place to know if it's working, if your plan that you're putting in place is working. It has to be attainable. It has to be something that is not far-fetched or out there. It has to be something that is a realistic goal that you can reach. And it has to be relevant to your business, what it is that you do within your business, and relevant to the goals that you want to achieve within that quarter. And then it has to be timely. You want to set a goal. You don't want it to be too far off in the future. You want it to be something that you could reach within a period to say 60 to 90 days. So this way you'll know how to go back in and change up if you need be. So let's move on. So quarter 1 goal setting. So without a plan in place to accomplish this, your business won't grow. As an entrepreneur, you have to understand that your business is about putting goals and systems in place. Once you find a process that works in your business, then the goal is to continue to repeat that. You don't fix something that's not broken. You only fix something that's not working. And so many times entrepreneurs are continuing to work a system that is clearly not working. They're not seeing their efforts come to fruition, and they continue to keep with the same process, hoping that maybe one video will go viral or one blog post will go viral, but they're not putting a system in place and putting measurements in place to make sure that they're not just, wasting their time and energy into something that's not working. So in the beginning, if you are a new entrepreneur, you don't have anything set up, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to do a lot of testing. And this is what even those who are multi-million dollar businesses, they didn't get that way overnight. They had to go through a process of what trial and error. They had to sometimes scrap the whole plan and start back over again. And it's no different with you as an entrepreneur, because you have to know what is working and what is not working. And what I say to those entrepreneurs, this is why it is so important to be in business with something that you love to do. Because even in the infant stages of your business, sometimes you may not see your goals coming to pass. Sometimes you may not see things that you're doing working. But if it's a passion and it's a desire and you want to see it grow, then you will stick with it even in the time that you are still learning about the business. So you have to put system and process in place to assist you in your planning. That's going to help you not always be working, but you'll have a process in place that's going to free you up time to work on the marketing aspect of your business. So you want to be consistent in your day-to-day activities. And what I want to say is for those starting out, you want to treat your business just like you're going to a 9 to 5. You can't slack in this area just because you're working from home and you have that downtime. You have to be very vigilant about, listen, my business, I'm going to treat it as though I'm going into an office. I'm going to treat it, I'm going to set my work hours. I'm not saying you have to work 8-10 hours a day, but if that's something that you feel you have to do in the beginning, then you still have to have a plan in place. But you want to make sure that you are doing the work that you need to do in order to meet your goals. So don't take on more than you can handle. Don't put more on your plate. The goal is to put a goal in place, because sometimes a goal can be just one goal that has many components to it. So if you're trying to add 3 goals that have, each goal has maybe 10 components to reach that goal, then you got now 30 things that you need to do. And that's overwhelming, especially if you are a young entrepreneur, or you're someone who's just starting your business, you don't have the help. You don't have a team to help you. So you want to make sure that you are not overextending yourself in that area. So let's continue. So now for those who are entrepreneurs who have been online for a minute, maybe for the past couple of years, and you have some data, what you want to do is you want to gather that data from your social media accounts, and you want to look at that data and see which posts, which videos had the most engagement, had the most comments. Was there any questions within those comments? Was there any shares? Because this is going to give you a clue about what content is relevant with your audience, where the struggle is. Just because you may have posted something in last year or even in 2019, repost certain content, because the reason is new entrepreneurs are now coming online. Because we're in the midst of a pandemic, there's a lot of people that are now moving their businesses online. So now that content can get seen by people who are now new to this online digital space, and your content can be something that they need. So don't just scrap it because you say, oh, well, this is old. Update the information, make it relevant for this time period, but still put it out there, because again, new people are now emerging online because of the way that, society, we're now forced to live in. Now, for those who are just starting from scratch, this is my advice to you. If you don't have an Instagram or Facebook business account, you need to do this ASAP, because you can't draw data from these accounts if they're just personal accounts. They need to be business accounts so you can start, getting some data going on that page. Now, it may take a minute, because once you start putting posts out or videos out or whatever it is you do, then you'll start seeing the momentum come. You'll start seeing people, either looking at it, viewing it, sharing it, liking it, commenting on it. So then you'll kind of get some idea of what posts are resonating with your audience and what you need to continue to stay in that vein of content. Sometimes we move around all around on content when your audience is just like, well, I just need this right here. I just need to know how to, create a podcast, or I just need to know how to do a blog post or build a website. So if that's your niche, or that's where you are, then that's what you continue to increase your skill and your knowledge in, because that is what your audience is basically looking for. Now, for those who have Facebook groups, this is my advice to you, and this is something that I just learned from my own experience. Don't add random people to your Facebook groups. You want to make sure that those who are coming in your Facebook groups are people who are interested in what it is that you have to offer. And the reason why I say that is because you don't want to be creating content for people in those groups that have no interest in purchasing anything from you, have no interest in, what it is that you're putting out there. So you want to make sure that you steer clear of that. Only promote your Facebook group to those who are interested. For instance, if you know that you are a person who has switched to a vegan lifestyle, and your whole business is about clean eating, you're not going to just say, oh, invite a whole 5,000 people from your Facebook friends group who are meat eaters into your vegan group who have no interest in going vegan. So that's not going to serve you. So you want to make sure that when you put your messaging out there, you want to say, hey, I got a Facebook group on clean eating. For those who want to transition into clean eating, come and join my Facebook group. I'm going to do live recipes, like I'm going to cook on this certain day and show you how to, create good tasting, recipes that's going to taste good and make you healthy in the process. I'm just throwing that out there, but you get what I'm trying to say. You want to make sure your group is only filled with those who are interested in your business. If you have a LinkedIn page, you should have a business information and a profile photo. I did a challenge in my Facebook group, and I said, explain your business, what it is that you do, how you serve them, and the solution you provide for them in 25 words or less. And that is so key, because if you come across someone and they say what you do and you're not clear on what it is you do, then you'll be jumbling things up and they'll walk away and they're not clear on what it is you do. You want to not only say what it is you do, you want to say who you do it for and the solution that you provide. Okay, so like if I'm gonna basically throw out what I do, I would say my name is Michelle Riley. My goal is to educate, equip, and inspire solo entrepreneurs to create systems and processes in their business. And I do it through online courses and webinars. So I'm basically letting them know who I do it for, solopreneurs who are starting out. I basically equip them, educate them, and inspire them through what? My online courses that provide the solution for them. So I said that, and I believe that's maybe less than 25 words. So you want to be very clear and very specific, and it comes with you knowing those different aspects of your business. Okay, so what are your quarter one goals? So what is it that you want to reach by the end of March? So this is what you're going to have to get really clear on. Do you want to increase your social media following? If you say, oh, well, I want to grow my Instagram to 5,000 more people or 10,000 more people, or I want to increase my income by 5K by the third quarter. I know that may be a low number, but we just throwing a number out here. Or I want to grow my email list by 1,000 people, or I want to create a podcast, a YouTube channel, or a website. So all of these goals, each of these goals have specific actions that need to be done. And this is why I say sometimes we as entrepreneurs can overextend ourselves if we're trying to take on too many. So if you're trying to create more income, the first thing I would say, well, in order to increase your income, you have to have a product in place. You have to have something to offer. If you're saying, well, I don't have anything on my website, I don't have a website, I don't have anything right now to offer my audience, then now you have to get busy creating a product to offer them in order to increase that income. Then you have to know the pricing of it. You have to understand if it's a physical product, you have to now know how much it's costing you through gathering the materials, packaging the materials, and shipping the materials. So there's a lot of components that you have to have in place when it comes to doing a physical product that requires inventory. And then you have to also know how to basically factor in your time. A lot of entrepreneurs skip that part. They'll go and they'll find a wholesale company online, and they'll find all these things. And so they're basically putting in their expenses, but what they forgot to put in is their time. Like, how much time is it costing you, or is it taking you to make that product? So if it's taking you 2 hours to create one product, or to create multiple products, so then you have to divide that by a number of what it is, how much your productivity is, what you are producing. So this way you'll know, well, wow, if it's going to take me, I don't know, an hour, or let's say 2 hours to make my special body butter cream, and out of that body butter cream, I maybe can get 10 products out of it, out of that 2 hours. So what is that 2 hour income going to look like for you? And how much did you already spend within your inventory? So that those are different components that you're going to now have to factor in. So once you do that, and once you get all of that done, because that is the product that you need to sell in order to see your business increase by the number that you want, then you have to now say, okay, now I have to market it. I have to get it out there online. I have to put maybe videos out, show people how I make it, show people, my process of what I go through. I mean, you don't have to give away all your secrets, but sometimes people want to see behind the scenes of you doing something. Maybe, you want to have testers who test out the product and give you feedback, and you want to record that. So there's a lot of things that goes into each goal. And when you are putting goals in place, then you have to make sure that you are putting the same task in place that goes with that goal. And I'll explain that to you on the next slide. So, okay, what tasks do you need to perform to reach your goals? So create an email campaign, create call to actions, create social media posts, create blog topics. So in order to reach certain goals, you need to have an email autoresponder in order to email campaign. You need to have call to actions, meaning something free that you're giving to those who sign up for your email list. It's not just, oh, well, sign up for my newsletter, because guess what? People are bombarded with email. Like, I mean, sometimes we unsubscribe to people that don't even unsubscribe us, and we're just like saying, okay, this has to stop. People don't just want to sign up for just a random newsletter if you're not what I would say a big business, like somebody who's really on the cutting edge that says, okay, yeah, I want their email because they give out relevant information. They've positioned themselves to be in the marketplace as that go-to resource, so people will look for their emails. They will flag those emails, making sure that they don't miss it. But when you're just starting out, you want to make sure that what you're offering is something that's going to give them a quick solution to a problem. It's not something that's going to take them 6 months to achieve. It's going to be something that they can implement right away. So you want to create social media posts. In order to reach your goals, people are going to have to know about what it is that you do. So when you're posting on Instagram or Facebook or wherever that is, your post should be based on your goals, not just random posts. You should be basing your post on the goals that you're trying to reach. And I'll just give you a little bit of insight on how I structure mine. If I know within a quarter that I have 3 topics within that quarter, my first quarter may be goal setting, goal planning. So I know for that 30 days, I'm going to be talking about planning, meaning I'm not going to do 30 days of posts. No, I'm just going to post on my social media the number of times that I set within my business to post. I may not post every day. My set plan for posting is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on my Instagram and my Facebook page, and sometimes in my Facebook group. So I know out of that month, out of those 4 weeks or sometimes 5 weeks, I'm posting 3 times a week. So if you 3, 6, 9, 12, what, 16, 12, right, 16. So I'm creating 16 posts based on that month that is geared toward what I'm trying to achieve within that month. I'm creating call to actions, things that people can download to get on my email list. So this way I'm bringing them into my funnel. I'm bringing them in. First, they're coming in at a no cost offer. They're getting something free, a free exchange. Then as I nurture them through that email campaign sequence, I'm sending them emails, letting them know how I'm here to serve them, how I'm here to help them. And then I'm asking them questions like, what is your biggest struggle that you're struggling with in your business? Then I lead them to my Facebook group to let them know they can get content within my Facebook group to help them in other areas of their business. So this way, now they can see that I am that go-to person to help them with the resources that they need. Then if I have a low cost or low entry offer to say, hey, get this ebook, or get this, mini course for $19.99 or $27, and they purchase it because it's what they need, then now I brought them into my sales funnel. They was already in the funnel. They just came in at a low cost, at a no cost offer, which was a freebie. So now if I'm creating another product that is a higher price product, maybe it's something that I want to do one-on-one, or where they can have different, phone calls for me to basically walk them through certain things within their business. So what does that entail? So now I can price that a little bit higher, because now my goal is to meet this number. And in order for me to meet that number, I have to make sure that I have those products in place in order to meet that number. So I hope that makes sense. Again, if you have any questions based on this presentation, please put it in the comments below, and I will come and I will do a follow-up Q&A video based on your questions. How about that? How you like that? So now the task. So if your tasks are on the right, an email list, grow social media following, increase income, create your website, YouTube channel, Facebook, podcast, all of those great things. So what all of these things have in common? They all have some form of content that you need to create. You can create it in the form of a video. You can create it in the form of a podcast, a PDF, a checklist, a blog post, an ebook, white papers, case studies, challenges, webinars, trainings, and masterclasses. But no, in order for people to come follow you, you have to be creating content. And the content needs to be, back to the SMART goals, relevant to your goals and relevant to what your audience needs from you. Now, your content can come from other sources. You don't just have to be the person that's always creating the content. You can have a sign up form on your, let's see, you can have a sign up form even on your Instagram. They have an app called Linktree, Link or lin.k or something like that. Linktree. Let me look it up real quick. I'm sure if some of you are not familiar with it. And what you can do is you can basically have different links on your Instagram that leads people to different free offers that you have. You can use your email autoresponder, whether you have MailChimp, MailerLite, GetResponse, or ConvertKit, because they all come with some form of landing page. So you don't have to have a website when you first start out. You can utilize your email autoresponder landing pages to set up your forms and just take and copy the link and put it in your Linktree account. And when somebody clicks on your Linktree, then they're taken right to your sign up form where you now have your email campaign sitting in there, and they're basically now can go and download that. So if you would like me to do a training on how to set up your email autoresponder, then just let me know in the comments below and I will come in and do that for you as well. But I just wanted to let you know that there is so many ways that you can offer your downloads without having a website. So it's Linktree, and I'm just trying to make sure what that website looks like. So I think it's linktree.com, Linktree, but you can just search it on Google because it's not kind of showing it on my phone. So I just wanted to go and look that up for you. So now, again, you can share content from other entrepreneurs that fit what your audience needs. If you read a blog post on somebody's, blog, and it's information that your audience needs, then go ahead and share it. Say, listen, I found this great article that could help you with X, Y, and Z. I think sometimes we have to get out of the mindset, oh, well, if I share their content, then they're not going to need me anymore. No, you have become a vital resource because you've scoured the web, you've come across really great information, then now you're going to share it with your audience. And this is what I want to say to entrepreneurs. You may be good in one area of your business because it's your expertise, it's what you do. But there may be another entrepreneur who's good at copywriting. There's another entrepreneur who's good with marketing. There's another entrepreneur who's good with graphics. Do you get where I'm going? That's not your niche. That's not what you do. So by you sharing that with your audience does not take away from what you bring to the table. It's just you sharing your knowledge of how other entrepreneurs can help them in their business. And you now look like the go-to person for resources. So I think that is just really great, a great way to even grow your collaborations, because when you start sharing something from other people, then it's going to help you. So I think I skipped a page, but I don't, let me just look for a minute. No, I think we're good. So now, what are your top 3 daily tasks? So this is what you need to ascertain if you are creating an email list, right? So you know what an email list means, that you're going to have to create content. Whatever the form you want to create. If you want to say, well, I'm going to do a video, I'm going to use my my Facebook and my YouTube accounts, and I'm just going to create videos. I'm going to create a video maybe once a week, and that's going to be my content. So then that's what you have to do. Now with that daily task, so the first one is your video. The second one could be your call to actions. The third one could be creating your product around what it is you're talking about. So even though that may be your goals, but your task may be now finding the information, like what is it that my audience needs? What type of topics can I create for them? Because your day-to-day task, you may not finish it all within one day. So it may go to the next day. Okay, you're creating your video. So the next day you say, okay, well, maybe I need to now find the information for the video. Maybe I need to find, different tools and resources to help them out. So when I'm giving them that information in the video, then they have other resources that they can go to. Maybe you want to also, find out the different hashtags that's going to get your video post or whatever that is found. So now you're doing research on hashtags. So now you're creating your product. You're looking for your photos, you're looking for your images, you're looking, to create your post on your social media. So based on what it is that your goal is, those are going to be your tasks that you're going to carry over each day to make sure you're meeting that. So let me explain that again, just in case you're like a little bit confused. So if your goal is to grow your email list, right? That's your main goal. So now with that being your main goal, and you say, I want an email list of 1,000 people by the end of March. So that means you're going to have to get busy creating content. So maybe on day one, Monday, you'll say, okay, let me go and do research on what type of content that my audience needs. So pick 3 to 4 topics of what content that your audience needs. Not to say you're going to speak on that throughout the month, but those can be your different content themes throughout the month. One month could be on, I don't know, blogging. Another month could be on social media, marketing. I'm just throwing it out there because this is my niche. So this is what I'm saying. Another one could be on, growing your following or whatever that is. So that within each those months, those are the topics that you're going to address. So then now you're going to start creating it. Okay, your call to actions, because you have to create that in order to get people to sign up for your email list. Remember, you're trying to grow it to 5,000 by the end of March. So you're going to need some type of call to action in place. So this way they can download it and be on your email list. So are you going to create it in the form of a PDF? Are you going to create it in the form of a checklist? Are you going to create it in the form of a video or an ebook? So it's all up to you. You can do all of the above, but that is basically what you will have to now organize and manage throughout your week, because each one that you choose is going to now take you to perform those tasks. Now you have to determine which social media platforms am I going to put my content on. Am I going to do Facebook? Am I going to do Instagram? Am I going to do YouTube or LinkedIn? Now, if you say I'm going to do all of them, hey, go for it. If you can handle it, go for it. But remember now, you're going to have to monitor it. You're going to have to go back and assess the data and see how it's performing on each of those platforms. So you want to make sure, if you're just starting out, that you choose one platform, stick to it and master it. Then as you grow a following, then now you can branch out. Now you want to ask yourself, what tools do I need in place in order to help me get this goal set? What tools do you need? Do you need Trello? Trello is an awesome management board. I use that all the time. And within this topic, or what I'll be going over within the next few weeks, I'm going to take you into Trello and basically show you how I set up my boards and how I use Trello in my business. Also, Google Docs. Google Docs is free. I basically take when I'm doing basically a blog post for my website, I am going into Google Docs and I'm doing what I would say my rough draft, and I'm just going in and I'm doing my blog post. Now, most of the time, because I would utilize the tool Zoom, which I am using right now within this training, this presentation. And what I love about Zoom is I can strip the audio and I can strip the video. So I'm killing 2 birds with 1 stone. So if I want to take this audio from this video I'm doing and create it and make it into my podcast, then I don't have to go and create another podcast, because guess what? I can utilize this, what I'm doing right now. The only thing is they won't have a visual, but do you get what I'm saying? The content is still there. So now I can take that audio if I choose to and upload it to a transcription service, and it will now spit back out everything that I just talked about in this video. And now I can basically take that and now use it as a blog post and just clean it up in my Google Docs and edit it and put in my links and any call to actions that I may have within that platform. So this is such a great way to basically, plan your first quarter, because you should, at the end of that third quarter, you should have you should have some type of data that lets you know what direction you're going in. And you don't even have to wait till the third quarter. If you're basically reviewing your metrics at the end of the week, I always wait until the end of the week, Friday, to see how my posts have done, to see how my videos have done, how, any engagement, any shares, if I've increased in followers. So I'm basically getting a picture of what is resonating with my audience. So when I bring the first month, which will be January, together, and that data together, then I have a clear picture. Do I need to change up anything going into February? Do I need to change up my strategy? Do I need to change up, and maybe people are more resonating with video than me just posting photos? So maybe I'll switch from doing just the photo posting and just do more videos, because that is what people are now gravitating to. So do you see where I'm going? Your plan is not stuck in stone. It's basically you seeing what is gaining you more traction and more followers, and you're basically taking that and that information, and you're leveling up to the next level, because your whole goal is to bring increase in the area of where your goal is. So again, now the different tools like Hootsuite is a scheduling where you schedule your social media posts. Buffer is also another scheduling tool. So there's many scheduling tools. There's autoresponders like MailChimp, MailerLite, ConvertKit. So you just have to pick and choose the one that works for you in your business. For those entrepreneurs who are just starting out and you're bootstrapping your business, I would suggest like MailerLite and MailChimp, because you can have up to 2,000 subscribers and you don't have to pay anything. So this gives you a chance to grow your email list before you have to come out of pocket. So I think that is a great way to basically, take your finances and maybe put it into other systems and tools that can help you streamline the process. So this way, every day you get up what you're working on. Okay, I got to create a call to action. Okay, I got to create a video today. Okay, I got to edit the video today. Okay, I got to post it on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube. So you are not coming to your business thinking about, well, what should I do today? You already know, because you set that goal in place. Okay, I wanted to bring you to my website because I wanted to show you what I'm talking about. So whatever your goal is, whether you're growing an email list, you're following your Facebook, whatever that is, there is some type of form of content you have to create. Again, whether video, blog post, PDF, you still have to have a goal in mind. So when I am doing a blog post, and this is just one of my blog posts on my website, it's Why Entrepreneurs Struggle with Creating Content. And if that's something you would like to go and view and glean the tips there, then it's michellcraleigh.com, Why Entrepreneurs Struggle with Creating Content. So just put in michellcraleigh.com and just go put in creating content, and it will come up in the search engine. So again, when I am sitting down and I am creating my content, I am basically now looking at all of the aspects of why entrepreneurs struggle with it. So I go through the research, I explain to you, I give you a breakdown of the content that other businesses, how they provide their content. I also put in links to help you go to other sources, the competitors. I give you examples of different types of information that's going to help you understand how content gets created and related to your market, not specifically related to your market, but letting you see how other businesses create content. And they may have a totally different market than you, but still they're creating content. And then within this blog post, I'm creating a call to action. So what is that doing? It's helping me to build my email list at the same time as providing content to those who need this. So if somebody is struggling with content creation, they can go in and download this workbook that's going to help them with that process. Then I put in measuring and testing, the same thing that I'm basically sharing with you. And then at the end, this is my my YouTube videos that they can basically go to for more content. So this basic blog got I would 2 comments. So this person is saying this excellent website certainly has all the information I wanted concerning this subject and didn't know who to ask. So it's actually appreciate this blog, keep writing. So you'll see what comments you get. And just to go in a little bit to my dashboard, because when you start putting out content, and sometimes it may take a minute because you're building up your content library. Right now I have 921 comments that I still have not approved yet based on my blog post. So I would have to go in and basically, put in, and answer them back. Sometimes, if I'm able to do that, I do so. Because why is that important? Because it's letting me know what type of struggles that they're having. I wanted to go to a post. Let me go back to my homepage because I want to basically give you some more insight on the blog post that I did that I was speaking about in this video about when you are giving out relevant content, your audience is going to let you know that they're going to respond, and it can be so overwhelming. Now I want to go into my blog, and I'm just showing you this because all of this has to be thought out. I don't just go and just create it and don't have any thought behind it. I have to have a thought behind the pictures because I'm having to go in and put in the metadata for these pictures. So if this picture shows up online, it's giving a description what that specific picture is about. So this way, if somebody needs that information, they're going to click on it because I went in and I basically put the SEO, meaning the search engine optimization behind it. Now, this is the blog that I was telling you about, surefire strategies to building an engaged email list. Now, this blog right here has alone gotten me, now I wouldn't say 932 comments because I did respond to some of the comments. So I would say maybe about 750 or 800 because I don't think I've went, comment for comment. So it's a lot of people who basically read this blog post and they commented saying this has helped them, that this has given them more insight on how to basically build their email list. So with that, and I just want to go into it because I have a little audio there. Then I have the research that I basically went and took screenshots of how they can go in. I've given them links to different online tools to help them. So guess what? Again, I'm being a resource. I'm letting them, sharing other businesses' websites that are more skilled than I am in finding the information that my audience needs. So I'm giving them lessons I learned in my business. I'm letting them know about the different forms of content. So I'm letting them know about mindset. So I just want to go down. I'm talking about working backwards, about testing. So here's another article. If you want to go to, you can go to and read that for those who need to know how to build an email list. And then I have a call to action, a 5-day email course that when they sign up for it, it gets delivered to their email. So this way they're getting the tools that they need to know how to do and perform what I just mentioned within the blog post. So then if I go down to and then they have a podcast. So here's comments like, awesome blog. Do you have any hints for aspiring writers? I'm hoping to start my own blog soon, but I'm a little lost on everything. Would you advise starting with a free platform like WordPress? So they're asking questions. I could take that question and create another video because I'm sure that this entrepreneur is not the only one who needs the answer to that question. So do you understand, once you start really getting into the mind of your target audience, they will ask you what it is they need you to create. Now, your job is to go find the information and create it. and it just goes on and on. Sweet blog, I found it while surfing on Yahoo News. Do you have any tips? So I'm just basically answering who I could answer, letting them know I appreciate them from coming by, and that's basically it. So I hope me showing you this has given you some inspiration and insight on really what it takes to create content. You don't want to just throw content together for the sake of getting somebody on your email list so you can sell them something. You want to provide them with valuable content that they're going to get a result from, because the worst case scenario is when you just throw stuff together just to get an email subscriber and it's not good content, they're going to unsubscribe. So don't put yourself through creating something that's wasting your time and theirs. Take the time and create something that is significant and that's going to help them in the process. So I thank you for taking this training with me. And there is, within the description is a PDF download that is a worksheet that is going to help you through the process of this. So you can go ahead and click on that link to be able to access that PDF. So this way you have some type of guideline as you are planning your 2021 first quarter. So I'll be with you on the next video. Please like, comment, and subscribe.